Thank you so much, and good morning to everyone in attendance. On behalf of our president, Adrian Moore Jr., and the family of Norfolk State, we'd like to thank you for extending an invitation for us to participate today. Each year, we meet in such an arena to prepare for one of the most important games in the Hampton Roads for the year. For years, this has been a great event, well anticipated by our fans and student athletes, as well as the coaches. And I am delighted to still be a part of this great moment, because as we were riding over from Hampton, I was talking about how many years I've been coming over here as a student athlete, coach, and now an administrator. So this is really a high moment for this area and the football fans. We are excited to be a part of this great rivalry, and we would like to thank the supporters of this State Farm for all the support that they have given us to continue this great event. I had a chance to, Coach, check out your new rug out there on the field, and I guess State Farm has been good to you. So I'm going to go back and find out what we need to do. So on behalf of Norfolk State, thank you. We look forward to a great game. It's always been exciting, and we hope both teams well, but we hope the green and gold bring home the bacon.
Thank you. First of all, I got to sell a little bit. Milt, I've had State Farm Insurance now for over 40 years. House, home, okay, everything. So we were looking at that rug out there, and I'm figuring $2,000 a year donation for 40 years, $80,000 would be a nice little down payment for that turf, wouldn't it, Marty? So, we ought to be able to work that out. I've been all over the country now, Idaho, Texas, West Virginia, the whole 9 yards. So, call your people and say, we want to help this school out over here. So try to get on an equal phrase right there. This is our version of the backyard brawl. And one thing I was fortunate, when I played at West Virginia, we had a team called Pittsburgh that was about 60 miles away. And you talk about the backyard brawl, that thing went on forever. It played for over 100 years, and they canceled it about 2 years ago when West Virginia decided to go to the Big 12 and everybody was going every place out. And I think that's one thing that's really hurting college football overall, is the lack of the rivalries are disappearing because of money. Texas doesn't play Texas A&M anymore, on and on. You don't see that. And this is one thing that I think is so important to college football, is these rivalries that we have here. I mean, the Hampton game, since day one, has always been a big game for both schools. And I know that because half the time the Hampton players at our place in the offseason, and all they do is talk about that game. And it's nicer when, yeah, you got us, coach, this year, but we're going to get you next year. And it's always been a good, clean, fun rivalry out there, and that's the way it should be. The guys like to play hard. They play against each other in high school, and it goes on and on and on. And that's what makes it so intense. And, I know all you have to say, whether you're at Hampton or you're Norfolk State, when it's game week that week, I'm sure Coach is saying Norfolk State, and I'm saying Hampton. If you got to say any more than that, you shouldn't be ready to play football. And I know both teams will be ready to go. They always are. And they'll be excited about playing each other, and they'll play the full 60 minutes. So it should make for a great game. We're going to have a great day out here weather-wise. And, I'm sure to go right down to the wire, because all our games go right down to the wire. It doesn't make any difference right now what it is, but that's where we are right now. I think offensively, there's no question that Hampton gives you a lot of problems. They're throwing the ball over the lot. They got screens left and right and left, middle, back, whatever you want to name it like that. Of course, my secondary coach was with me for 9 years, so one thing I had to do this week, which we did, Coach, we've changed all our defensive singles. So you can tell Marco that, this doesn't mean anything anymore. So he can look, in fact, I hope he calls that something like that. If you want to think that's too deep zone, go right ahead, because you'll be in trouble, okay? So, we've changed all that stuff out there for that stuff. And again, that's part of the rivalry right there that goes on. But again, it's going to be, I think that two teams are going to be pretty even. They're going to play hard because just like last year, you throw the records out. The records don't mean anything. This is going to be a hard-fought football game by both teams, and that's what college football is supposed to be about. That's the fun of it, and that's the excitement. I really hope the place is full over here so people can see a great game. I think I'm supposed to open up for questions now, is that correct? Anybody have any questions?
Yeah, who's that tie against, Coach?
Kutztown, 1985, 7-7. How about this? Would you believe it? We fumbled at the 1 yard line going in the last play of the game. Did you believe that? It only happened to you once, right? It only happened to you once. That's true. I still got the film to prove it. It's on 16 millimeter, but it doesn't make any difference. Any other questions? Yes.
Offensively, who starts at quarterback for you guys this week?
Who do you want to start?
They're not
Well,
ready.
here's
They're
what
not
we're doing.
ready
We
to
actually
go.
have a pot right there. We put 3 names in it. We pull it out. We say, you're the man. We'll have to find that out on Saturday, all right? Any other questions? All right, thank you very much. Come out and enjoy the ball game.